You know what? I love the Easy Flash. It's so easy to use, easy to put games on, easy to put kernels on. Also easy to delete. Ah! Last night, after being tired all day, coming home at 9 o'clock, cooking my dinner, 10 o'clock, tired out, thinking maybe I should go to bed. No. I had to fiddle with this. Oh yeah, I had to try and connect it to my PC and see what I could play with. And then I look at the menu and what do? I see this little option. It says torture test. Torture. I'm going to torture you. And I did torture it, and you know what? I destroyed it. Luckily, I worked out how to fix it. So that's what I'm going to do in this video. I'm going to show you how to fix it if you're as dumb as I am and you go and torture your cartridge into oblivion. Stay tuned. So here we are, guys, at the computer. My lovely, delicious blueprints here. Welcome to the family. So as you can see here, we've got a perfectly functioning cartridge. I could go to games, for example, and we're all up and running. No problem at all. Yeah. So, the cartridge itself is fine. What I'm going to do then is break it again, believe it or not. So what we're going to need is two or three things really. We need a C64 kernel. We're going to need possibly things like Jiffy DOS, the binaries, and a couple of other things that I'll tell you about in a bit in order to actually get the cartridge up and running. That's the important thing here. The latter two are obviously very nice to have, but anyway. So now I'm going to teach you how to destroy your cartridge. Basically, if we go to E for expert, this is what I was up to. The torture test. This will erase the current flash content, are you sure? Now I thought, to be fair to me, that this was kind of like running diagnostics, that it was like checking everything, every cell in the memory could read and write, something like that, like checking a disk drive to make sure the sectors are fine. But how wrong I was. It basically erases everything, which leaves us with an empty shell, basically, an almost pointless piece of plastic. So I'm just going to leave this to run for a second, make sure we destroy it enough. And actually I can see there could be some use in this. Besides fixing your cartridge, if you do manage to do a torture test, you could also use it if you don't like the way it's configured when you buy it. When I got mine, it had version 1, 2 and 3 kernels of the C64, which is a bit unnecessary. So you might want to do this and start from scratch. Sometimes there's something nice about that actually. It's a bit like reinstalling Windows, trashing your PC, reinstalling and starting again. Okay, that should be enough. So I wouldn't normally do this, but just for today because it's educational, we'll end it there. And as you can see, the screen is bollocksed basically. So what we can do is, if we press the middle button, which is marked special, okay, not as bad as we thought, we've got the machine back and running. So in the SD2 IEC here, I've got my SD card with a couple of files on, and the first one is very important. We need to get this on first, because really this isn't that difficult, but it's a bit fiddly trying to figure out what order to do things in. So if we get this bad boy up and running, no Jiffy DOS yet. That's another good thing about this, get Jiffy DOS if you don't have it in there. So the file we need is called easyprog.prg. That basically will get your cartridge back to a state where you'll think, whew, thank God for that, it's not dead, all's going to be well. So we'll load that now, sit here and twiddle our thumbs for a second. Oh, I'll just cut this for now, I think, not much to see here. So the software is almost loaded. Tiny bit slow, but that's a C64 for you, especially without any speed loaders. Actually, I can see here it's almost done now. And there we go. So we've got version 1.7, which is the latest version of EasyProg, and this basically gives us control of our cartridge again. Now, of course, everything's empty, all of the 8 slots for cartridge images and so on. So all we need to do now then, basically, right, one thing is if I switch this off now, this will go and it'll go to a black screen again and we won't be able to use it because we've loaded this into memory from disk. So what we need to do is go to right CRT, I think, yeah, go to the system area and slot 0. Don't panic, you can't really go wrong here because there's not much, people can't do a lot at the moment. And then we go to another file called EF3 init1, and this puts all the drivers and firmware back on the cartridge itself, which basically gives us all the features that we love and know. Alright, I'll cut that until it's finished. Okay, and we're done. We get a message, congratulations, writing complete. And now our cartridge is ready. We can, for example, let's put on a kernel image. Oh no, let me just show you what the cartridge state is at the moment, how far we are through. Turn that off a sec. Now, weird thing is, oh, it's kept Exos, Beast and Turbo Tape. It's also kept Action Replay, so it doesn't... it's probably because I turned it off before it finished completely doing the torture test. In fact, slot 1's back. So I don't know how... Yeah, okay, well maybe it's because I didn't finish. I guess it is. So if you do start the torture test, then and turn it off quick enough, you might find you can recover quite a bit of your cartridge anyway. The purpose of this video is to show you that you can completely trash it and get it all back. So what I'll do is just quickly as well to show you everything's hunky-dory. We'll write a kernel. A bunch of kernels in here. Daytail, Dolphin DOS, which I never tried actually. Okay, why not? Ooh. Oh, that looks fiddly. I'll have to look into that. No, maybe not. That needs a bit of research. Let's get our... no, one thing is, I'm sure... Yeah, I know what we need to do. You know what we need to do? Just to make sure everything's fine, is we should really put a C64 original kernel back on. Yeah. So that should be quite quick. I think it's 8 or 16K. There we go. I should have called that something else, like C64, not kernel. Never mind. So there we go. Now it does this when you first write, but I think if you reset and try again. Okay, you little bugger, let's try turning off. Not sure if it's me or... Yeah, there we go, so we're back there. And that's that. Yeah, so that's how to recover your cartridge. If you do something dumb like I did, or well, I'm just inquisitive, how to recover your Easy Flash and get it back working again. So thanks for watching, and any questions or comments, put them below if you know an easier way, a better way, a different way, or you want to ask me about my experiences, then feel free. Thanks ever so much. Ciao. Bye.